Yeah, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This morning, I want to speak briefly on trust, especially in the financial perspective. Trust has just five-letter words, and trust is something that everybody yearns for. Trust is something that we cannot avoid in the journey of life. One of the things that respect your personality is trustability. One of the things that keep your name, your head, your neck high is your ability to be trusted. Now, like I said, we're looking at the financial perspective. As a result of what I do, I've seen so many people who claim to be what they are not. I've seen a lot of pretense. I've seen so many people who pretend to be something they are not. And that is not good at all. Your respect begins to reduce from the day you start going against your agreement, irrespective of whoever you are. Whether you are a pastor, whether you are a malam, whether you are far, whether you are a native doctor, whether you are a naturalist, whatsoever you are, from the day you start betraying trust, your respect begin to go down gradually. And that is why you must keep to your word. A man is known by his word. If you have an agreement with somebody on a particular subject matter, like you borrow money, for example, from a person, from the bank, from a cooperative society, from anywhere at all, keep to the agreement you have entered into. Let me share you a story of what happened to me in the year 2001, 2002, 2003, 5, 6, and even 2007 thereabout. I was in serious debt. At a point, it was so difficult for me to meet up, and I have so many burdens, I have challenges that I needed to handle as at that time. So what I was doing then was, even though it was against the covenant practice, I will loan money from somebody, borrow money from somebody, and I will tell you by ending of the month, I'm going to pay you. And before the month ends, if I know I'm not going to get that money, I go to another person again and look for means to borrow. And that cycle continued for a period of time. The one thing I know that one benefit I derived from such practice then was I was able to keep to my integrity. I don't promise you that I'm going to give you your money on so date, and after a month, 2 months, 3 months later, that is not done. It is not correct at all. So I was able to play in between lines, and then I kept to my integrity, and I wasn't a defaulter. I was able to pay their money as it comes. So you that you are listening to me now, if you borrow money from somebody, whether from an organization, from an institution, I've seen so many civil servants where we go to the bank and take loan from the bank, and then they return back to their office to borrow from the cooperative society. And at the end of the month, the cooperative society will deduct before sending the balance to the bank. And the bank will have nothing to take anymore. That is not integrity at all. You may think you are playing a fast game, that it has so much to do on your person, on your integrity. I've also seen where people come around to borrow money, and then they go to their offices and apply for cooperative loans. They take commodity, they take all manner of things, go to the bank and borrow, and at the end of the day, to pay the money, it is difficult. So I want you to, there's this common saying that cut your coat according to your size. Cut your clothes according to your coat, or whichever way. If you borrow money from anybody, give him tentative date. If it is under 1 month, you'll be able to pay. Tell him that I'm taking this money, but I'm going to pay you in a month time. And let that 1 month time be 1 month. You don't tell somebody you have brought me money and I'm going to give you after 2 months. And then for a year you have not paid, and you call yourself a religious person. I don't know. How do you do your prayers? How do you think God will answer you when you are not faithful? Are you not just wasting your time irrespective of your religion? Some time ago, I think about 2 years ago, a man walked to me, and during their fasting, they have to They were fasting. It was their season of the Ramadan period. And he came to me and then asked for an assistance. I gave him a bag of rice from my store and also gave him the sum of 20,000 naira. 2 years ago, till today as I am talking, he has not paid for the bag of rice he took. He has not paid for the 20,000 naira he collected for me. What a shame. What a precarious situation. Fasted for 30 days. Ate somebody's bag of rice with your family. It's a cause. That wasn't a fasting at all. That is stupidity, and that is stupidity. You fasted, took somebody's bag of rice from his store. You don't pay back, and the money you collected, you don't pay back. And you see, go about doing your 5 times prayer a day, and you call it a religious person. You're just wasting your time. You have no place in the kingdom. You have no place in paradise. That is not good. I've seen so many of them like that. Even some who claim to be so religious, and they are highly placed in the society. They come around to access money and they don't pay back. That is not good at all. Irrespective of your religion. When you borrow and you don't pay, you have sinned. You have no place in the kingdom. Even the Bible says, "Oh, no man, nothing except love," in the book of Romans. So why will you be owing somebody for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? An agreement that you enter to pay for a year, for a month or 2 months, and it has lingered for a year plus, and you say you are still a religious person. The question is, what kind of religion is that? What kind of relationship do you have with your Maker? What do you understand from the Bible or the Quran that you read? That is not good. So if you are owing somebody, ensure that that money is paid. Keep the relationship. Don't, because of 10,000 naira today, 200,000 today, and destroy your relationship. Trust is very important. Me as a person, once you take money from me and we have an agreement to pay on a certain date and you don't pay, I don't respect you anymore. I might not say anything, but you have no place in my life. I don't value you. I see you like a trash because you are not a person of integrity. I may not say anything, but I'll just be looking at you. No integrity, no reputation, no morality. That is not correct at all. That is why you must live your life part-time. Avoid competition. You are not competing with anybody. Some of you will go out there, start taking something on credit. You buy clothes on credit, everything that passes, you want to access them. And you don't have the means to pay. And at the end of the day, it is trouble here and there. People start looking down on you. Those who are not supposed to talk to you anyhow, they start talking to you. Why? Because you have lost your value. Too bad. I want to encourage you, if you are owing anybody, go and settle it. Retain your integrity by all means. God bless you.